Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I have been late to upload the video because I have been stuck in some work. So in this lecture we are going to learn how to find the second largest smallest even number in the given range. Let us assume you have two ranges like range 1 is 1 and range 2 is 100. Now you have to find the second largest even number in the given range. How to find that? And our interviewer may ask smallest even number in the given range. So how to find that? In the last lecture, we see how to find that how to check that a given number is even number or not. For that, I explained in that video. If you don't know, we will recap it in this video also. How to check the given number is even or not. Let's So let us know how to check that a given number is even or not in a quick recap. So I have one number. My number is let's it is 5. So I want to check that my 5 is even or not. So we know that when we divide any number with a 2 and it's completely divisible when the remainder is 0. So we know the definition of even number, which number is completely divisible by 2, that number is known as even number. So we have to find the decimal of this 5. When we divide 5 by 2, what will be the decimal? So if we did this manually, how to check this? Now I have 5, I have 2, I know 2 to the 4, so I have done 4 over here, did minus from here, so I get 1 as a remainder. So when I divide 5 by 2, I get my remainder, that is 1. So this is not even number. As per the definition of even number, when we get the remainder 0, that is even number. In this scenario, we get the remainder 1. So how to check? So let's do one more practice for that. I have number 6. When I divide my 6 with 2, at that time I know 3 2 3 is 6. When I did minus from here, I get the remainder 0. So I get the remainder 0. So this is my even number. My 6 is my even number because I get the remainder 0. So how to check in program whether the remainder is 0 or not? To check the remainder in programming language, we have one modulo operator, which is used to return remainder of that number when you divide by 2 or something else. For even number, we mostly prefer to check with a 2 only. So if when we divide any number by 2 and get the remainder 0, so that number is even number. So we see the example of 5 and 6. We see 5 is not completely divisible by 2. So we get the remainder 1. And we can see the example of 6, that 6 is completely divisible by 2. So we get the remainder 0. When we get the remainder 0, we can say that the 6 is an even number. In program, to find that given number is even or not, we have one thing, that is modulo. Let's example, I have one number int of a is equals to 10. So of a equals to 10. I have this in my side. Sorry, I don't have any proper board to it is something. It's okay, let's do. So I have a number a equals to 10. If I do int of b is equals to a modulo of 2, then I get some remainder in b. When I divide 10 by 2, I get some remainder. So if I check if that remainder is that b equals to 0, then I can say that my number is even. Print even. So this is the main logic to check that a given number is even or not in a programming language. In program, we have to use modulo operator to find remainder. We can't use divide. So let's write the program for finding the second largest number. So let's know the logic first, how to write this program. This is the logic for the checking that a given number is even or not. So when we come to the second largest even number, so we have to write one loop for that. So loop might be anything like for loop, do while loop. So I prefer to go with for loop because it's easy to me and it's very simple and readable to all the user. So I go with for loop. So when we have to check anything in a given range, we have to apply loop. So in this scenario, we have two things, lower limit and upper limit, range 1 and range 2. So in range 1, I have 1. In range 2, I have 100. I have 100. When I have to find the second largest, so my loop starting from range 2. Okay, so that is the most critical thinking situations when you have to think like that. If I talking about the smallest number, then you have to start the loop from range 1. When I talk about largest, so I have to start my loop from second bigger one, L2. Okay, so let's know how. So let's know how to write loop for that. Now I am trying to find the second largest even number. What? Second largest even number. How to find that? So I have to write loop when I find something in a range. I have two limits, one lower limit and upper limit, or I can say range 1 and range 2. I have given my range is 1 and range 2 is 100. So in this video we will talk about finding the second largest even number. So for that logic we have to start with the second largest number. So we can write a loop for that, like for int of I is equals to my R2, or I can write 100. Then I greater than is equals to 1, and I minus minus. Why minus minus? Because I have to decrease the largest count, so I can come to the second largest. Okay, so now in this I have made one variable count is equals to 0, which is used to count the even number we get. So now let's do one thing. Okay, this is not I think so, it is I. Now it's I. So then I have to put this logic whether the number that I is divided by 2 or not, completely divided by 2 or not. So I am writing one if condition. If my I modulo 2 equals to 0, so I have to come and update my count value. Why updating count value? Because count value will tell us it will first or second largest. So now I update my count value by 1. When I when my I is 100 and I divide I by modulo by 2, so I get remainder 0. My count will be increased by 1. So this 0 will be increased by 1. Then I will down. In down I have made one more status like that. If my count equals to 0 equals to 2. Why 2? Because I have to check second largest. So in that I have to do something. So I have to print sy system dot out dot print ln of the second even number, sorry, second largest number, even number, second largest even number will be my I. I have to print this. So I have to print this. Okay. First it will go. This condition will be coming downstairs here. So our execution will be faster. Now it's also here also fine. A little bit confusion for that. Okay. So I will be ending my loop here. If my count is 2, I can break the loop. Break the loop. Printing this, I can break my loop here and find that the second largest even number is 98. For this scenario, my second largest number is 98. So this is for today video. That's all. Now I will give one problem to you, practice problem. Now you have to find the smallest number, second smallest even number in even range. Your take range is 1 and 100. So you have to practice this in your laptop, in your copy, try run this code. So you will get the clear scenario. Right now I am using these things. It's okay. Okay, thank you. Tata, bye bye. Take care.